Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Bevarse Batch. It's been a long time since I've been on, but I'm your host, Abhinav, with my co-host Akil and Saikata, as well as Ankit. Right? Is he on? Yeah. So us four are on. So today we'll be discussing top 10 movies of 2023. It's to my knowledge, I believe it's anything made in India, right? So
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, that's that's what we'll be discussing. So year just ended, and we just wanted to have a episode just recapping 2023 and our kind of top 10 movies for the year. So who you guys want to go first? Or
Yeah.
We
Yep.
can explain like how we'll do it. I mean,
okay, yeah,
thinking is like we'll just do like all of our 10th place and then go down the line, right, to the first
yeah,
place.
yep,
But
Yeah.
if we have any overlapping ones, should we just mention it right away? Or like if my 10th place is like your ninth place, for example,
Yeah. I like that idea. Yeah.
yeah, we'll just like mention it. Okay.
yep.
So before we start, does anyone have I wrote down three honorable mentions, like things that didn't make it to the list, but I thought could have been in there. I don't know if you guys did that, but I can share my three.
No, I didn't do honorable mentions,
Okay.
but you can go ahead. You can share
Okay.
them.
Easy. Okay. Yeah. So my three are Sir, Jailer, and Virupaksha. Um, all three are really good movies, or actually, all three are solid movies. Uh, Jailer was a good comeback for Rajnikant. Virupaksha was completely new genre, like completely new attempt at a genre that we don't see much in Tollywood. And I thought Sir, although sometimes was like kind of cheesy and corny, I thought it was an entertaining movie with great music. And Dhanush was really entertaining to watch. Um, but yeah, I didn't think they were better than the top 10 movies on my list, but all three I really enjoyed. Good movies. They're just not good enough compared to the other 10 I saw. But yeah.
One
Yeah, I
of
think
those
for
is in my top 10.
yeah, I have Sir as my 10.
Yeah. Okay.
So
You
All
can
right, you
go
can
ahead,
kick
talk
off.
about it.
Yeah,
yeah,
kick off.
um, yeah. I mean, I feel like you mentioned. I mean, it's overall a good movie, good song. It's like the Master is a good song. It's and it, I saw it on OTT. So yeah, I mean, honestly, like I can't really go like I don't really talk too much about it, but yeah, I think overall it was a good watch, and yeah, I think yeah, it's overall good. So
Yeah, I liked Sir. It just wasn't able to make it in my top 10, but I enjoyed watching Sir, but it was one of those like time pass kind of a movies for me, like when I saw it. Like it didn't really feel like a standout movie. I mean, in a year that wasn't really that great anyways, it still, for me at least, it didn't feel it was like an OTT movie. Like I saw it on Netflix when it came out. It just didn't stand out enough. But I liked it though. I enjoyed it like while I was watching it.
yeah,
Yeah, same thoughts.
Yeah. He had that Rotta get up in the climax. Like it was just really bad.
Well, with his
Yeah.
like long hair, like look,
Yeah.
yeah.
Someone's gotta take this fucker Sumant out of Tollywood, dude. I hate watching him act. He's the worst actor I've ever seen.
He was
Prince
terrible
Nishant
in the movie.
need to
Yeah.
go. Okay.
He was like a professor or something. No, he was like something. He was like in the flashback.
Yeah,
He was like the
some
older
real
version or something.
no, it's like a real life figure, I think.
Oh,
Like some
he was like
historical
a
India. Yeah.
yeah. I forgot.
No
But
clue. Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead with your 10th.
Yeah. Since I started, I can go ahead. So my 10 is Balagam. Uh, the Priyadarshi movie came out in fucking January, so long time. I thought it was a really good village movie with a lot of drama, a lot of great comedy, and just like good emotions all over the place. Like no flash. This is a debut director, Venu, I think Urugala. Like this is his first movie, and it was such a good movie. All the actors were down to earth, all the emotions were real. And I haven't like, this falls into movies like Sita Mavagitlo, where it's like a slice of life. These are people you can relate to, strong acting, great emotions, and such a good movie, man. We don't see stuff like this. And it was a hit too. So good on Dil Raju for producing and distributing this movie. I liked it a lot. I just think the movies on my list, the other nine have, just a bit more production values that I enjoyed more, but I think this is one of the best made movies this year. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
So you go.
go.
So I actually had Bulgum as my 8.
Eight.
So
Okay.
I liked it just a bit more than you. I really appreciated just the cultural root itself. Like it's again, like you said, it's just a pure story you can relate to. It's nothing flashy, nothing like crazy like cinematography or anything, but it's a good set, good story. And it's Telangana. It's like authentic to its roots, and I think that's what really made it stand out for me. So
Yeah.
again, yeah, Priyadarshi did really well. I think one of his first, and then his director, like you mentioned, was his debut. So overall, man, I think it was. I like it a lot. So I'd put it at 8.
Bubblegum is my
I
number
think
9.
you got it at 9.
You have to come closer to the microphone. Every time you start talking, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Keith, yeah.
The first few words are always blurred or muffled.
Just start talking. See if let's give if
Just
it
go,
is.
just be loud, yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Just be louder, yeah.
Bubblegum is my number 9. Same reasonings as Avi.
Oh,
Um,
he's piggybacking off of you.
Wow.
what a change. How
Wow.
did that feel, Abby?
Change of events. I feel that's good, dude. I gotta go first more often, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna let
That's
you.
how it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, I think I liked it more than all of you guys because I mean, should I just say where it is on my list?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
so it's sixth on my list.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Bubblegum because, like also like Ivan was saying, I'll piggyback also. Like the Telangana roots is what really interested me for the movie because I don't know anything about any of their culture like in Telangana. So like that was really like interesting for me to like learn about it because like I didn't obviously grow up like that and I don't know any of those customs. So that was really cool for me to watch. And like I loved Priyadarshi. Like he did a movie called Malesham, I think a couple of years ago, which like I also like absolutely love. So he's like going down like the path that a person like him that is like an actor like should go down and making like movies like this. So I really like Bubblegum. Like that's why I put it at number 6.
Yeah. I like okay, so my list is not based on what I think the best movies were this year in terms of like quality and filmmaking,
Yeah.
right? Otherwise I'd have like other movies in there, but it's based off of like what I enjoyed the most.
Yeah.
And
No,
that
same,
Bubblegum
same,
is like, yeah, so that's
same.
why like Bubblegum also it was in January when I watched it. That's why. Maybe it's like maybe if I watched it recently, it'd probably be higher.
I saw it. Did you watch it in theaters or did you watch it on?
No, but I watched it on OTT. It came
Yeah,
out
I
like
watched,
pretty
I watched it
quickly.
on OTT also.
Yeah,
Yeah. Same.
that's why. Like I agree, it's not like a 10th place movie, but yeah, my ninth is it's a Tamil movie. It's Jigar Tanda Double
Oh,
X.
wait, let me do my 10 because I didn't do my
Oh
10.
fuck. Oh, you
Yeah.
didn't do your 10? Oh,
No,
sorry,
because
sorry.
we went to Bubblegum first. Okay.
Yeah,
My 10th is Animal. So I started off with Animal. That's okay. So the thing is like these are obviously movies that we enjoyed. So
yeah,
to be like Animal, I think I enjoyed it. Like in our review, even I said I liked it and I gave it a 7. Obviously there's a lot of issues with it, like in the second half and like whatever, like all the other like Sandeep issues that he always puts in there that makes it a controversial. Like there's a lot of problems with it, but overall I still liked it all and I enjoyed it. And first half I thought was spectacular. Like I absolutely loved the first half. So that's why I would put it at 10 because I was very, very, very hyped up for it. Let down, obviously, but still, I think I would put it at 10th place. Did you guys have Animal on yours at all or no?
Yeah, I
No,
have it on mine. It's
I
much
haven't actually
higher.
seen. I haven't seen Animal yet, unfortunately.
Oh,
But
you haven't seen it. Okay.
yeah, but yeah, so can't comment.
Yeah. And then Anki, do you have it higher, you said?
Yeah, I have it on mine, but it's like
you have to be louder.
I have it on mine, but it's like much higher than
You
Yeah,
can
just say
number
it's high.
10.
you can talk
Huh?
about it when we get to it then. If it's
Yeah,
like
I'll
fine.
wait until it's later on to talk about
That
it.
means it's a top three
That's
contender.
probably a
Okay.
top 3, yeah.
Yeah, for
Maybe.
sure. That's why this guy didn't
That's
want to give it
crazy.
away.
But for my number 10 was actually Akil's number 9. What he's gonna say is Jigga Thunder Double X. I thought I had a really nice first half. But the second half was really a template. But I still think that it did what it went out for. And I think it's better than a lot of movies that came out. So I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, go
I
ahead,
didn't
Aki.
like Animal. I didn't like, or sorry. I liked Animal. I enjoyed it, like you said. But the
Yeah,
reason I didn't put it on the list is because it's an incomplete product with great first half and a really bad second half. And I don't think any movie on this list has a really bad second half. So for the principle alone, I can. I think but I would put it in maybe honorable mention. But I
yeah.
agree. Same thoughts as you. I don't know. But my nine is or my wait, my
You're
nine
not.
is yeah, Jigger Thunder Double X. Um, I don't know if Avi saw it, so I won't mention too many spoilers, but it just shows like the using cinema as like, as a way to protest against certain activities. And I thought, Ashay Surya is fucking phenomenal. This guy is like always solid. Even his overacting is good. He's really good. Raghava, who's usually terrible, is amazing. And like there's just so much like imagery, symbolism, and it's such a good movie. I think everyone should watch it. Like this and Mahan or Karthik Subraj like bounced back from some of the shittier movies he made, but I think it's a must watch. It's a very heavy movie with a lot of violence and gore and that content, but it all serves a bigger purpose. So I liked it a lot. But once again, I just enjoyed more movies on this list.
That's my number nine also, Jagadan
Yeah,
and
okay.
X. Yeah, same thing, like you were saying. I think the biggest aspect that made me connect to it was the filmmaking, like part of the whole movie. How they use filmmaking to take down like these like, big villains and whatever, or how that was the concept, right? That I really connected to that, being like passionate about filmmaking myself. Like that really connected with me. I liked I loved the first half. I thought the first half was awesome. But the second half does kind of take a dip. Like once they go to the village and all that happens, it takes a dip for sure. But I think they bring it back in the climax. And the last like 20, 30 minutes is again like riveting again. So that's all it took for me to like for it to earn a spot like on my top 10. But yeah, it's number nine on my list.
Did everyone do their number nine?
Yeah, I
Uh
did.
So my number nine is the megastar Walter Viria.
I knew it would make it in there.
I don't know,
wow.
man. For me, I liked it. Like it's better than fucking Bola. Holy shit, dude, that was atrocious. But Walter actually, I mean, Ravi Teja made it like I think made it somewhat appealable and at least somewhat different and unique. I think I liked it. I mean, he's clowny as fucking it, right? But like that's I mean, I think at this age, man, that you got to appreciate like that part of what he does. I think that's the type of movie he's gonna do. So yeah, I mean, I think the diction from what of his character, of Chirinjeevi's character, and just that itself, for me, it was entertaining to watch, and I thought overall it was good enough for me to make it to my number nine. So yes, megastar.
Yeah, I mean that was considered like the comeback like movie for him, I guess.
Yeah,
I think I mean of the movies that he's made after he came back, it probably is his best one because the other ones were just terrible. I mean, Kaidi and what was it? Not some Reddy movie. What is he? What did he make?
Saira
Saran.
Narasimha
I
Reddy.
don't know some Reddy.
Yeah,
Yeah, like they're just all like terrible films. Like after he came back, so it was his best coming back. But I still like overall like I would say I didn't really like it that much. So like it was not on my list, but I can see how people enjoyed it. Like for sure, I can see how they enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it, but like Chiranjeevi is like comedy, the sentiment, right? He hasn't done like sentiment like that. The brother sentiment worked very well.
yeah.
I just think there's better movies I enjoyed on this list. But yeah, as far as if it was just a Telugu list, which I thought this was initially before the India discussion came, it was my number 10. But if I'm including all of India's movies, yeah, I wouldn't make it. Just Telugu, yeah, yeah. The songs are terrible though. That's
For
the
for film
Uh,
standalone, I
Yeah,
think it's all
the
right.
hero and the songs,
yeah.
everything.
The songs, yeah. It's
yeah.
one of the yeah that song that album has one of the worst tunes I've seen in my life.
But
Ni
wanna call it
came
loading?
Wanna
on
call it loading?
What is that instrument, bro? What is like
I
a
know,
horn,
dude.
right? Like an auto horn or something.
Yeah.
Ni came on the Mekoa, na came on That might be the worst song in the album, purely because of lyrics alone.
That's also true. Yeah. Yeah.
Chiranjeevi fan, do you have any comments on this?
So like I said that what's it called? As a movie alone, it's like a fine movie. Like it's nothing offensive or like terrible, but nothing like insane. But like you guys were saying, like since it was all of India top 10, I wouldn't put it up there.
Okay, so my eight is a Hindi movie. It's called 12th Fail. Um, it's we like it stars Vikrant Massey, and I didn't know about it. It started getting rave reviews on social media, so I put on 9,000 as I usually do because it has like it's on Hotstar I think, and I watched it. It's about like this. It's a real story I think. I forget his name, but it's about I think his name is Manoj. It's about this student named Manoj who comes from a very poor background who wants to clear the exams to become an IPS or something like that. And it's a very, very good grounded movie with strong performances. And I don't want to give too much away, but it's very inspiring. It's a great movie. The reason I put it so low, and people might be shocked, is just because I thought it dragged a lot in some places. Like I was checking my phone for the time multiple times, but it's still a good movie. And also my top is mostly Telugu, just because I have a bias towards, Telugu movies. That's why the Hindi ones. So this might be some people's number one. I fully understand, but I don't know if you guys have seen this movie, but I recommend it if you haven't.
Yeah, I've heard about it also like on like people everywhere were like talking about it, saying like it's one of the best movies of this year.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a chance to check it out yet because I think it came out towards the end of this year, right? December or November. Came out like
I,
some
I watched it on OTT, so I don't know exactly,
okay.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
like I just haven't had a chance to check it out, but
yeah.
yeah, I've heard about it. I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, I have it on my list as well, but I don't think it's so low. Like I have it much higher, but I'll get to it when I get to the spot.
I
Okay.
won't reveal any of his picks then.
I mean, we know his top three is gonna be Animal, 12th Fail, and like whatever else.
Yeah, that's right, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, my number eight is Kita Cola. So Kita Cola like had a lot of hate going in or after it came out, just because like it wasn't Tarun Bhaskar's best, and I understand like it's not like if you compare it to Peli Blue and Inagram Game Indi, both those films are better. And Inagram Ki, in my opinion, is his best, but Kita Cola also I thought was pretty strong for his standards. Yes, it's not the best, but I think as a movie, if you were to judge just by itself. It's very entertaining. It's very funny. It does drag here and there sometimes, but it's quick. I think it's like um, sorry, just got a call. No, but I think it's like under no 2 hours and like 10 minutes or less, right? It's not long. So I enjoyed it a lot in the theater, and like everyone was laughing in my theater, and we all like had a great time with it. All most of the jokes like hit for me. So that's why it's at number eight.
I wonder what Nicole would have to say about this.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
the rest of the crowd here didn't enjoy it as much, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not on mine. I didn't like it. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was bad. I don't think yeah, I don't know what the fuck that guy saw that made him hate it so much. I thought it was decent. But yeah, I don't think I watched it in theaters and I just didn't enjoy it. It felt longer than 2 hours, which I didn't like because movies like that should be tighter. But Avi, have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. No.
You haven't seen
So
it? Yeah.
I think it's on AHA right now. I would
it's an honor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
recommend checking it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these two haven't shared their eighth, Ankit and Abhinav, or
Abhinav hasn't shared his eighth.
No, my
okay.
eight was Bulgum.
Oh, you already
So
did. Okay,
I,
okay.
Oh,
I
Balagan.
kind of
Right, right,
touched,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Did you share your eighth?
No. So my eighth is a Tamil movie. It's called Mamanan. It's basically about like politics and caste, and it's a really inspiring story. And I think they touch a lot. It goes really dark, and I think for the subject matter, it could have been much better, honestly. The director has made like one of some of the greatest like Tamil films, right? Like there's this one Karnan he made that was really good, but this doesn't go up to that, but it's still on its own like a really good movie. So I think everybody should check it out to see some like justice being served.
I actually saw Mamanam. I saw it on Netflix when it came out. It's a good movie, but I just think I didn't enjoy it as much. It is very, my opinion, dragged out and like takes itself too seriously sometimes. But I understand like the topic is like a serious topic, and I don't know. It's a good movie for sure. But for me, like I just didn't enjoy it as much as like the other movies on my list. All right, we all did our eights, right?
I didn't like that movie. Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
so what, seven? Seventh now?
seventh. Yeah.
Okay, so I think only me and Ankit watched this movie, unless Abhi went without telling us. But the hell is this, eighth? Yeah. Number eight for me is Donkey.
No,
Uh
seven.
oh, seven, 10, 9. Oh yeah, sorry. Seven is Donkey. Uh, I think the negativity impacted both Solar and Donkey with people posting fake reviews and overly negative reviews for both movies. the dumbest clash I've ever seen. But I like Donkey a lot. There's a lot of great emotions. Dopsy actually matches Shah Rukh Khan. There's a lot of like Vicky Kaushal does very well in his brief role. There's a lot of great emotions. The comedy is, sometimes it's stale, but the emotions and the story is what helps. And the topic they touch about, like immigration and its consequences, illegal immigration. Sometimes the place you're going to is not as glamorous or as amazing as you think, and the struggles immigrants go through. That was a powerful movie with a good message, and I just enjoyed it a lot. And I just wish that like both Salar and Donkey came out separately, so audiences could give them both the love they deserve. But yeah, I think it's a good movie. But you guys haven't seen it, I don't think, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've heard like so many bad things about it, but you guys
Yeah,
like, I mean, like you liked it a lot. I know you liked it.
it's
Like
mixed.
I
Yeah,
wanted to like check it out, but I just didn't have a chance to like go to the theater and watch it. So I'll probably wait till it comes out on what is it coming on, like Netflix or Prime or one of those.
I think it's
Uh,
Netflix.
yeah, so
probably
I'll
Netflix.
probably
Yeah,
just watch it on Netflix. I'm sure it's gonna come out soon, like in the next month or so. So I'll watch it on
yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah, I have Donkey on mine too. But it's actually number four. Uh, I liked it a lot. I think Rajkumar Hirani pulled through again with his brand of comedy and his brand of emotional movies. I think the only thing that I could say about it is that at times it was overly dramatic when it didn't need to be. But otherwise, I think it's a really phenomenal movie. And I know it's a little polarizing, like you guys said, like not even just because of the hate. I think some people had like more issues with how long the movie maybe was or the dramatics of it all. But I think you should definitely check it out. I don't think you'll think it's terrible or anything, but what it is.
Abhinav, do you have any plans to check it out?
No, I'll probably watch it on Netflix like you in a month. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
if you guys liked it, then I don't know. I feel like yeah, there's definitely mixed reviews, so I want to check it
Yeah.
out.
Like I'm curious enough to like check it out myself just to see
Yeah,
what I think. Because
exactly.
there are some other people like my friends that have told me also that they liked it. So like I'm
Right.
curious.
Yeah.
You just can't go in with a negative mindset thinking this is gonna be ass. You have to be like unbiased because of the clash. That's what I tried doing.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah. So you guys have to
Uh,
share your sevens now,
we have
right?
okay, seventh. Okay. My seventh is Mad.
Yeah.
So
Same.
like
Yeah.
all right, yeah. Yeah, I loved Mad. I thought it was an extremely entertaining movie. I went to the theater for it just because like one of my good friends actually like her like college friend like worked on this movie. Like this guy works for Harika Hasani like Productions. Like he went to school here at Michigan State and like works there now. He's in the movie too. He's in one of the shots, like as like one of the friend characters or whatever. I don't think he has a dialogue, but he's in the frame. But I thought it was super cool that they did this movie and like all the jokes, like I would say 90% of them hit. Um, and especially in the theater, it was just like a laughing riot, like throughout the whole movie. There was no like, oh yeah, first half was funny, second half was not. It was just throughout the entire movie. It was just funny. My one thing I would have to say for it is that you don't really emotionally connect to the movie, but I was fine with it because I was entertained. Like I was made me laugh a lot. So I was okay that there was no like true emotional depth. Like in Happy Days, you are emotionally connected to the characters, but in this one you're not. And that's fine. Honestly, I didn't think it was like a huge problem, but that was like the one thing that I would say about it that like would have made it like a great film if they had that.
So Mad is my number. What the fuck is this? Number five. I
It's
liked
not
it a lot. Once again, yeah, I'm basing this off of like, okay, if it's story wise, Mad wouldn't even make it on like the top 20, right? There is no story.
yeah, there's no
There's
story.
no
But
story.
in terms
Yeah.
of pure enjoyment, dude, from start to finish, I had like a smile on my face. I didn't feel bored for a single second. Like fucking everyone is good. Like Laddu, like Manoj, like Didi, like these guys are so charismatic. They're so entertaining, and it just leaves you. It's not like fucking. I don't know. Like I know Happy Days is like it's a good movie, but I feel like Happy Days like it kind of like it's like a different type of college movie. It's a lot more classy. But this one is just like laugh out loud, like just ratchet as fuck. Like I loved it, and I think it's just I didn't have any expectations going in, and it just I rating this based off entertainment. I enjoyed the fuck out of the movie, and yeah, I liked it
Yeah.
a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. I think
Ankit, did you have it on your list?
It was on an earlier version. Um, was on an earlier version of my list.
I can't hear you at all.
It's just the beginning, like 2 seconds. And
Yeah,
then,
no, but I couldn't that one I couldn't hear fully.
oh, he said it was on an earlier version of his
Yeah,
list.
I said it was on a, okay,
Earlier.
okay,
Oh,
yes,
okay,
okay.
okay.
Now it's
It
better.
was on an earlier version of one of my lists. I think it was like number 6 or 7. But I think I just watched so many more movies that I really liked when we're in my like genre that I was like, I'll use this instead. So, but I would say it's in the special mentions.
I mean, do you have anything else to like add for Mad?
No, I think you guys covered it. I mean, yeah, it's just a ratchet, but it's very it's like yeah, entertaining throughout. Yeah, just a group of friends studying. It's like a college movie, right? So it's a fresh look for the year. Haven't really seen it, so that type of movie. So I enjoyed it. So yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think they studied once in the movie. It's a group of friends studying. I'm like, what scene is he fucking talking about?
I mean, that's what the
They make a
description said.
joke about that too. Like, I think it's like they were having finals or something, and
Yeah.
Didi acts like he's about to study, but he uses it as like a ping pong bat or something. Like the book has like a ping pong bat or something.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Uh,
so funny, dude. It's like a
it's
fucking
funny.
DJ Tiller type movie. Like leave your brain at home and just enjoy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. There's like absolutely no logics, but it's just like entertaining to watch. I'll get it out of the way because we already talked about it. But number 6 for me was Bubblegum. So like we talked about
I
Bubblegum
didn't do
already.
my number 7 yet.
Oh, you didn't do 7?
Yeah.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
for my number 7, I put Jailer. I thought it was a really good movie. Rajinikanth back to form after a long time. And yeah, that's basically it. I liked it like that. So
Akil, you did 7 already.
Yeah. I don't yeah, so yeah, you said you're sixth, right?
My 6 is Bubblegum. Yeah, we talked about Bubblegum. So you guys can go on to your 6.
Six. Okay, let's see what my sixth is. Okay, so this one might not have made it onto your guys' lists. I don't know how the three of you felt about it. Miss Shetty, Mr. Bullshetty is my number six. Dude, I just really enjoyed this movie. At first, I was worried. I was like, Anushka with Naveen's a really weird combo, but it worked perfectly. It touches on like insemination and stuff like that, artificial insemination, and it shows such a good relationship with Naveen and his family. And I think the stand-up was really good. Those scenes were like I really enjoyed it. I thought the comedy was great. I loved the movie a lot. It was compelling, start to finish. It told a new story. It was a good rom-com, and I just thought like it was a solid, solid movie. Um, but yeah, like I liked it a lot. I love Naveen Polishetty. I can't wait to see what he does. I don't know what you guys thought of it. There's a lot of emotional scenes that actually worked, in my opinion, too.
Yeah, actually, it was my number 4.
Oh,
Mr. Bullshit. Yeah. So I loved it too. I absolutely loved it. I thought, yeah, Naveen like knocked out of the park in this one. He was very funny. And one thing that he did different in this movie compared to like Jathiratnalu or like even like Asian Sai Srinivas. Well, there's a little bit in Asian Sai Srinivas, but in this one, I felt like he really opened up his like emotional side to his acting. You really connect with him and like his passion of like wanting to become a stand-up, artist in the movie. I love the scenes between him and his dad. Like when his dad shows up to his stand-up show, like it really like touches you. And like both the actors, like Murali Sharma, there's nothing to say about him. Like he's a great actor, but they both did a great job. Anushka, like was kind of on and off like for me the whole movie, but I thought in the climax she has like a monologue that she killed it in. So that kind of won me over that okay, you know what, she did a good job in the film. Even though in the beginning, like first half, especially when it was like solely focused on her, like I think like the first 20 minutes or so, it was kind of dragging. She was not able to carry it. But yeah, no, I loved it. So that's why it's my fourth on my list.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
For me, it's number 3. It's my number 3. So like everything you guys said, I think I loved it too. Like I just think Naveen as a stand-up comedian was probably the picture perfect role for like him as an actor. Like I mean, going forward, we'll see what he does. But like that role itself, like I don't know if I could see someone else doing that to that, that efficiently, like how he actually killed it. So, and like you said, his family and like how his parents, like the whole like how they are portrayed, and like just that whole dynamic with them um carried the movie. Anushka, like, I can see why people may not like her role, or just, it's very straightforward. She just has her goal of being a mom, right? So it's like it's kind of, dragging, like you said, but dude, him, yeah, Naveen, man, was unbelievable in this movie. Very entertaining, touching, emotional scenes. Um, yeah, great, crazy comedy, and like just the jokes he made is just like wow. It just like the whole like even though when he, how he was explaining like you know as a comedian, like the audience is just like they forget about life, and they can just enjoy. They might have a lot of problems, so like that itself was a lesson that could be told, right? Like everyone has their own problems. When you're all there watching a show or something, you kind of all forget about that, and life's easy. So it's just like there's moments throughout the movie that really captivated the audience, and I just it was great. So I liked it a lot.
Yeah. There's just so many brilliant scenes, dude. Like he
Yeah,
keeps running and drinking that same kale smoothie even after Anushka leaves his life,
yeah,
you know? And like Murali Sharma like asked him, like, why do you keep doing this? There's just so many good scenes, like how actual parents are instead of the regular, like, not kodukuto, but like, the fucking like commercial movies that elevate the fuck out of their kids. Or the overly strict parents they show. It's just like a healthy relationship, a family from both ends.
yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. I had to put it at 5 because of the Jay Balia scenes at the start instead of putting it higher, just
Oh,
for
with
that.
Anushka's
I
mom. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was too much. Yeah. And I
Uh,
already said my fourth, so you guys can go again and say your or sorry, I said my fifth, which was Mad, I think, right? Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys can say your fifths because
Um,
I'm done with my
or
fifth.
did you have Miss Shetty, Mr. Shetty on your list, Keith?
No, I didn't have it on. I didn't have it on my list.
Okay. Um,
Wait, I didn't do my sixth yet. I don't know if this is on your guys' list, but I had Virupaksha on mine. I thought it was a very well done thriller. It's a genre that is not much done in Tollywood these days or ever. So I thought they did it very well. Other than like the last couple like 30, 40 minutes, I thought it was very well done. Except
that
for Silent Stage running. Otherwise, it's really good.
or just him in general in that movie. Uh, I had that actually on my fifth spot. So this is yeah. I think Akil, you did your fifth. You just did your sixth on Keith, and then we have to do our fifth. But yeah, okay. So my fifth is Virupaksha. Purely because of the story. I think the story is very intriguing, and it kept me kind of like how they say you're glued to your seat when you're watching it. That's how I felt when watching this. Very few like Telugu thrillers have done that to me. Like Siesha's movies in the past have done that with like Everu or Shanam that he did, like were like great. I love those thrillers. And I think like after that age of thrillers, Virupaksha was like the next one of like the new ones that really like captivated me like that. So I love the story that the director has, told. But Siddharth Tej, man, I think he was probably like the weakest link in the whole movie. I thought like the twist worked out great at the end. I honestly like didn't see it coming until like maybe 5 minutes before they revealed it. So like it was very, very well, hidden and revealed at a time that made sense. And yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, the deaths were gruesome as hell. Like
Yeah.
the
That train
putting the
one,
needle in the ear. Yeah, the train one or the guy getting like bumps on his body. Like,
the
you know,
beehive one, or yeah, that one too.
they took even the beginning, dude. Like the family getting
Yeah.
burned alive. Like
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
hell.
like Kamal Kamraju's family.
They took yeah, your family. Yeah, they took
You
full
died.
advantage of like the adult rating, and they really like I've never seen horror done so well in Tollywood. That's probably the best horror movie we have. Like straight out horror,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
that bullshit
And
horror comedy.
I don't even like horror. Like that's not really one of my
Same.
go-to genres. But I like thrillers a lot. I just don't like horrors in terms of like ghosts and like that type of shit. Even though this had like an aspect of that, it was more of a mystery thriller, I would label it as. And I liked it a lot. I mean, it really like held this like it kept my attention the whole way. So I liked it a lot.
Yeah, most Telugu thrillers or horror movies, if there are any, like they just rely on cheap jump scare tactics, like a boo, but like I think this movie did like much more than that. It got really dark, and even its jump scares were really like everybody in the audience started like gasping when it happened because nobody could predict that it happened. So I think it was done very well.
Yeah, and I watched in a packed theater, and it was fun. It was fun to watch in a packed theater because
Same.
everyone's like whenever a jump scare would happen, people would start laughing after because they'd be so like shocked, and then they'll let it out as like laughter. But yeah, it was fun to watch in like a packed theater. You guys want to do your fifths?
I didn't mind, so I'll just let you
Yeah.
guys do it.
So my fifth was my only Hindi film on here, which was Jawan. Everything else is Telugu. So
Dang, it's that high.
SRK Jawan. I don't know if you guys liked it, but seems like you didn't since it's not. But but for me, I thought it was unique. SRK, I'm mixed on him as an actor. Like I do like some of his movies, some of them not so much. But this one, I thought it was very interesting story wise. Like right from the beginning, you're like, what the hell are these like Asian motherfuckers? Like what? Like he just drops them in like the middle of some Thailand country or some shit. So it got my attention from there. Um, and yeah, I thought he itself, like SRK as an actor, was good in this. Overall, I thought he kept the audience just, um just like at a point where they were waiting to like see what the story would be. And yeah, once the story was unveiled though, like I think the dragging point is against a society type movie where he's trying to go against like whatever the girls were um trying to. But yeah, I think for me, I mean, I overall liked it. So yeah.
Bro, I'm
Nice. I don't
fucking
think we heard anything. I don't think we
You
heard
guys are
anything
dying, I know.
after you said Asian motherfuckers. I don't think we heard anything.
dude, he said some
Thailand.
he said they dropped him off in Thailand. Dude, I'm crying.
I think it was
Dude, weren't they Nepalese, motherfucker?
yeah,
it might have
I
been
think it was
Nepalese.
part of like North India
Yeah,
actually.
what? They're like Nepal. That's why I was dying. I was like, he's so confidently wrong. But no, I agree. Like SRK doing that, like we're used to seeing our heroes do this shit, right?
Yeah,
So it's fully unique to see like a classy actor who usually does like the arm spread do something crazy like this.
exactly. Yeah.
But it's not in my top 10. I
And I think
enjoyed it.
that the director is
Yeah.
I
It's
believe
The
Tamil.
Tamil
Atley
guy,
Kumar, right?
Atlee, yeah.
Atley, yeah. He's just not indie, right? Bollywood. So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it was unique to see him in that role. So
Yeah.
I would
No,
enjoy
no,
it.
I liked it, but I don't think I liked it more than any of the movies I mentioned, but I get it. Like it's unique. Yeah, sorry for sorry for dying. I was just I tried to mute myself too, but I just kept
was so
laughing.
confidently wrong. That's crazy. I think it was fucking Nepal then. Yeah, it was Nepal. Yeah, I'm stupid.
Probably. I don't know. I don't think
Yeah,
it
it
was
was. But no, I didn't like Jawan at all. I
Same.
just that movie's like done like way too many times, and I don't really have a connection with SRK as much. So like seeing him doing it wasn't really like as special for me. But because I was depending solely on the story since like I'm not like a huge diehard fan of SRK, and the story is like literally nothing new. So it was like whatever for me. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was weird seeing a Vijay movie which had Shah Rukh Khan in it.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. Yeah.
So
Okay.
for my
Other.
number five,
Oh yeah, you
what?
have to do your fifth also, right?
Yeah, so for my number five, there's this Tamil movie that came out. It's called Portozo. It's like what's it called? It's also another thriller. It's like a serial killer thriller, and it's done very well. Like the twists and everything, like nothing feels cheesy. It all feels really serious, and everything comes back in the end. So I think the way that they conducted it was very special, and you guys have to definitely check it out on OTT.
Um, yeah, I'll just say. I mean, yeah, I'll
no,
say.
no, don't.
Okay, fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. You go.
For
You
the
go
for the
first.
last for the top four, we have to build some suspense.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Is
Go
this
ahead.
is this is this top four now? Am I tripping or is this the
No.
top?
Yeah, that was Ankit's last. Yeah, that was his fifth. So we're on four. Yep.
Okay. My four is Solar. Uh, I know you guys didn't. I know you and Ankit didn't like it, so fair enough. I loved it, dude. I think also like you guys kind of told me it was very like average or like bad straight up. So I think my hopes were even lowered going in. Even though Abhinav like said it was good and a lot of people online said it was good, but I was shocked to actually see a story and like the Prashant Neil had like a great story, great elevations in my opinion. I thought like finally someone used this Proboscis like frame and talent after so fucking long, dude. I mean, I like this guy a lot, and seeing him finally get the credit he deserves and the Moss makeover after like a long time. This was like Chhatrapati Emerchi, like those type of like elevations and fights, and I liked it a lot. And I thought the setup for the second part was cool. I mean, we did a whole review on this already, but I liked the climax. I liked the story. I liked a lot of the scenes. But yeah, it's my number four because I just enjoyed the hell out of it and I wasn't bored at all. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it. To like put it on top 10 or like even honorable mentions like that. Personally, like I don't think I like Prashant Neal's like style of filmmaking. So yeah, it did make it onto my list.
Yeah, I have the same views as Kata.
Interesting. Wow. So I wasn't on the review that you guys did of
Solar,
Solar.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's mine for me. It's number two. Maybe I don't know if I should wait
Oh
to
yeah.
talk
I mean,
about
you
it.
already said it now, but
Okay.
we should have waited for our top three, but it's fine.
It's just
Yeah.
you and me though that like it, so you can talk about it.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just about it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I can talk about it now. So yeah, for me, I think I liked it a lot. Like I told Akil this when I saw it, but I texted you guys. But basically, yeah, for me, elevations unreal, like unbelievable. Like I that itself, like you just off the hype factor and the elevations, like you made it a hit, right? Like that's what's gonna drive the mass audiences to just see it and have a high gross film, right? So but yeah, other than that, the story itself, I was kind of surprised that it actually had a story. Coming off KGF, right? It was more just like it was a better story. I felt you had first half was basically like, why is his mom so protective of him fighting, right? Like it's just you're waiting for that to be revealed. I thought that was, through all of those elevations, it just you see Prabhas, he looks sick, and it's just I don't know, everything, all the elevations for the first half you can watch as an audience free, right? You don't have to really pay attention, you just enjoy what you see on screen. I think if you're an action lover, I think that's what is good about it. And once it gets in the second part, I still liked it. I mean, it's a lot more tedious when they introduce Kansar and everything, the world of Kansar. But yeah, it goes into a story that I thought is actually like, interesting. More, it's very, it's I don't know. I just feel like it's something that I'm looking forward to. Part two, the whole three tribes, and it ends off with a lot of questions. So you're for me, I'm looking forward to part two. The whole Jurassic Park dialogue. I don't know if that's going to be used. I would think it would, but yeah, for me, dude, I think I enjoyed it a lot. It kept me entertained. Second half, you have to pay attention. A lot of stuff thrown at you, but yeah, I liked it a lot. So it's my number two.
My number four was Misheti, Mr. Polichetti. So we already talked about that. Okay.
My number four is Donkey. So
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, we talked about that. Okay, so we can move into top three then.
Yeah.
All right.
I think yeah. Okay, yeah, top three. So my third place, once again, purely based on entertainment for this one, because it's definitely not the best made movie on this list, but I put Samajavaramana on here.
Damn.
Like,
High
yeah,
up.
it's so high up, dude, because I laughed. Like
Even
once
more than
again, right? Like,
that.
yeah, I had it higher than Mad because I watched Samajavaramana in theater with like a full house, and
Oh yeah.
I think like I was with my mom and my brother too, and
Um,
I think it's written better than Mad, in my opinion. Like it's also like harder to pull off. Like I think it combines slice of life and comedy a lot. Like Mad, I think is more of a comedy and like coming of age, but I think like the jokes in Sama Jaragamana and like I respect Sri Vishnu a lot as an actor. I like watching him. I think he's fantastic, and this is like the hit he deserves. So I'm more biased towards him, but it made me laugh. I know like the story isn't the strongest, but the emotions with him and Naresh worked out so well. The comedy was fantastic. Like even like Vanilla Kishore, I thought was like a great satire on like, past leaders, even if sometimes it was overboard. I thought that's the whole point of the movie, right? It was just like good fun and it entertained me so much. And like I think comedy is the hardest genre to pull off, right? Like I think that people in the industry say comedy is the hardest to pull off, hardest to write, hardest to showcase, you know. And we just don't get enough good comedies that make you laugh, and this was one of those that did. So for me, it's my third one, and it's just like purely on entertainment alone, I would rewatch this movie any day of the week. Same with Mad. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed So Much Organo, but it wasn't enough for me to put it on top 10 compared to like Mad or like Kita Cola, like personally.
Yeah.
Because like comedy again is like also like subjective. Like it depends on like it does it hit you. And I feel like after the first half, like very, very few things hit me for So Much Organo, second half of it. So that just automatically brings it down like below my top 10 because Mad and Keto Cola I was laughing throughout. Like it doesn't matter on first half or second half. And even Mr. Shetty, Miss Shetty, Mr. Bolsetti, like laughing throughout it. So I would think like these movies are for me personally like more entertaining and the comedy hit a little bit better with these three movies compared to So Much Rhythm.
Yeah, this movie was on an earlier version of my list as well with Mad. Like I think Mad was one below it. But I just changed it because it was more movies that I realized that I watched that I liked better.
I'll say my third because like we already mentioned it, but it was Poor Thorzel. I was actually put on this by Akil. Like he told me to watch it and I checked it out and I ended up loving it. I think it is the best thriller like this year, like better than Virupaksha. I mean, not really comparable. I guess in like the thriller aspect, yeah, but it's not really a horror movie like Poor Thorzel. It's more of like a serial killer murder mystery. It's like more of that category and I loved it, and I love thrillers. Like I'm a sucker for that genre. So this was very high up on my list because I enjoyed it a lot, and like I was on the edge of my seat for most of the scenes in this movie. So yeah, that's my number three.
My number three is actually I think it was the Kill's like number eight or something. But it's 12th Fail. I thought I really liked the movie much more than he did. And I thought it was like great story, great writing, great characters, great acting. I do agree with the second half being dragged out, but I think regardless, I think the movie is still like a very inspirational story, and I think everybody should check it out. It's on OTT, so it's definitely a good watch.
This means Animal is either two or one.
If
We'll
animals,
see, we'll
dude,
see.
either spot is just like wow. Like if
Yeah.
one or two
Fact.
is just like
Yeah.
all right. Wait,
But
I think Abby
Abby
has to
said
go
his
to
three, I
third.
thought.
My three.
I thought his three was Miss Shakti,
No,
Mr. Ball.
my three was Mr. Demons Order.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay, okay.
Okay,
Then our
cool.
two,
So
moving
yeah.
on.
So my two, okay, so I didn't say anything because I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, my two is Fourth Ozil two. Um Avi's like, fuck, I gotta watch this shit now.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys already said it. It's a great thriller, a great edge of your seat, like great chemistry between Sarath Kumar and Ashok Selvan. And I think like obviously no spoilers, but there's a character called Kennedy in the film, and the way he was portrayed was so crazy. Like it was perfect. The actor who played him,
I don't
um,
know him.
I
He
th
was in like all the old Telugu
yeah,
movies.
he passed away, but he was so good. He was so, or I don't know if he passed away. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to speak ill, but he was so good. I was genuinely like, wow. Like he had me on the edge of my seat. I didn't know he was capable of doing this role, first of all, right? And then the climax was awesome. And there's a scene where Sarath Kumar explains the murder process to Ashok Selvan in the woods, middle of the woods, the mind of a killer. And I thought that was a brilliant scene. Um, yeah, it was such a good movie, and I think everyone should watch it. I think it's the best thriller to come out this year. I think it's better than any thriller that came out last year, in my opinion. Like it's better than Hit 2 and a few others I can think of. But yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was I would say it's more satisfying than either of the hit movies, like Hit One or Two.
Yeah.
But it is the same genre.
I think it's because it was very well researched as well. Like, do you know that there was a lot of like psychology analysts who actually went and probably did research for this movie because they did a lot of that rather than just, oh, like he does this because he's a bad guy. They went into the mind of the killer and then they rationed it out.
Yeah. So my number two is Rocky or Ronnie. So I love this movie a lot. I think it's one of the best Bollywood movies I've seen in recent times. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I watched it in like a full packed theater. Watched it with like some other friends, and we all like absolutely loved it. We're laughing throughout the movie. You're emotionally connected to the characters, both Ranveer's and Alia's. It's that classic like Karan Johar, like, family problem that he puts in the mix of all the entertainment, right? The songs were like half and half. Like I liked half of them, I didn't like half of them, but the background music score, everything was great. Um, yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to say. I think the majority of the crowd like puts this like pretty high up because everyone really enjoyed it, and I totally see why, and like I have the same enjoyment, so it's number two.
Who hasn't shared their number two yet? You and Abby. Has Abby shared it? Why is it zooming in on you?
On me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, your
zooming in and
camera just
out.
started zoomed in on you.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, no, I already shared my note too. It's Solar.
Oh, his number two is Salar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Fuck
okay.
yeah.
So
What's
Yep.
your
my
Ankit?
number two is probably your guys' number one, Hi Nana.
Yeah.
I like the movie, thought it was very well done. Good emotions, good characters, etc., etc. I'll let you guys expand more upon it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Is
Wow.
it safe to
Animal
say
is
that's
number
yeah?
one.
Is it safe to say that Hainana is all of our number ones? Yours,
Yep.
mine,
Yeah,
and Avi's.
that's my number one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my number
Yep,
one.
yeah, I fucking knew it. Before coming to this episode, I'm like, I already know what number one is for everyone besides this guy, but I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, come on, bro. Like, what's there not to like in that
Yeah.
movie, right?
I know. It's
Yeah.
self-explanatory, bro. Like I don't
You
even.
fucking cry like 80 times, like no
Yeah.
matter what age,
It was
like
crazy,
age
bro.
you are, gender you are. Like, yeah, it was just fucking
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know about this, like not just this year. Like even if I were to match it up with like last year, year before, like it would probably still make my top 10 of that
oh
year,
yeah,
if not top five, top three even.
it's
It's just one of the
it's
best films I've seen in like recent times that I can think of.
yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great, great movie.
Yeah, and they have like flawless chemistry. They actually write love scenes so well, and like the twists and turns. Like, I mean, I didn't see them coming. I guess maybe some people did, but I thought like the whole Yashna track, the Muril Thakur reveal, like so good. So many emotional scenes. J-Ram in the climax talking about how he started living with Nani. Like all these, the kid actor did so well too. Mostly kid actors suck. She
Yeah.
was good. Even the fucking dog was good, dude.
Dude, that was wild. That was
The dog
crazy.
was the best part.
And when they
Dog.
connected
Yeah.
it, when they
Yeah.
connected
It's
Pluto,
crazy.
seeing like, Yashna as the owner, I was like, holy fuck,
Holy
dude.
shit.
They did that. Like everything in the movie is connected.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even the plants that Myrtle Thakur looks outside, the roses outside Nani's house, she helped water them. I can't even watch the movie a second time, genuinely, because like it's so emotionally heavy. I want to be like, I don't want to fucking get invested yet again. But it's such a good movie, dude. And
But
it's
it just pulls you in. Like if like you watch one scene and like you automatically get like sucked into it.
Yeah.
like the scene where he has to pay for their meal, I thought was so like emotional. Like even stuff like that, which
Right.
the dialogues he says, or like Nani is just amazing, but somehow Myrtle is even better. I don't even think that was possible, right? She steals the show. Her breaking down in the hospital, like yeah, just I can go on and on, but yeah, that's easily number one this year. That's like the gap between number one and number two is huge, and that's saying something because Portozo is really, really yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I had to compare like Rocky Rani and Hai Nana for me, like number one, number two, it's not like too far apart, but it is like a considerable amount apart. Like Hai Nana is like I absolutely love it, love it. Rocky Rani, like yeah, I loved it. Like it was a great film. I loved it. But Hai Nana, I could go on for like hours like talking about it.
Yeah, it's safe to say that Mrinal Thakur has a place in Tollywood now,
Yeah.
especially after Sitaram and
And
Hainana.
and it's safe to say that she knows how to pick what role she can do in Hollywood really well. Like it's crazy.
Let's
Well,
not
don't
speak.
worry, Family
Yeah.
Star is coming.
Yeah.
Uh,
Family Star will
Yeah.
hopefully not derail her career, but we'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully.
What do we have? We have to do something. Oh no, that was it. Oh no, you're number one, Ankit. Say
No,
I
my
mean,
bad. Can you cut that episode?
this is
is
where we
it
end it, actually. Yeah.
wow, okay. Yeah, so my number one is Animal, fire movie, 2 words, Banga Mas. That's it basically.
Wow. Unbelievable. We're gonna get canceled now because of you.
I
That's
mean, I
crazy.
like the movie, not the person. So
Um,
Yeah, I have no words for that. Like I truly don't know how anyone could put Animal above like Porthos or a Hainan or a Donkey. Like I guess it's all subjective, but I see nothing Animal does better than those movies did, personally. 'Cause the second half sucks so bad, So that for me is just like because Hainan is great both halves.
I just liked
But
how innovative the movie really was. I think it did a lot of things that you think would have happened, but then they flipped on its head, like the genres or the twists, like having the what's it called? The brother-in-law being killed in the first like half itself, and then giving the explanation
Abby
as to
didn't
why.
watch it.
Oh, my bad.
oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
like there's a lot of stuff that like traditionally speaking, like you would have in order, but it was all out of like it was what's it called? Just in a very new aspect. I really liked this movie. It was in yeah, that was basically it.
So
Yeah. I
that's
mean, for those reasons, I put it at number 10.
yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, I mean that's our that's our take on it. I don't know if let us know if like you guys agree or have any other movies that didn't make it. I know that there's probably tons of movies we didn't get to watch, obviously.
yeah.
Like I only
Yeah.
watched one Malayalam movie. I think I only watched like one Malayalam movie this year. There's a lot of languages I haven't even fully
Yeah.
explored.
I saw that one Malayalam movie 2018, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like it as much as like it was hyped. At least in like Malayalam, it was hyped a lot. I think that was their like number one grosser too for this year. But I thought it was an entertaining, like it was a good movie, but it drags a lot, and for me, like it wasn't as enjoyable as like my top 10, for example. So
Yeah. I haven't
I
seen
didn't
it
put it
either,
on.
but natural disasters don't happen that often, like those movies. So I guess
It
they
was
did
well
something.
made. Oh, it was really, really well made, like well shot, everything. But enjoyment wise, like my top 10, I enjoyed them a lot better than that.
No, yeah, I agree. I didn't watch it, but like I've heard similar sentiments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. I think like so we've done the top 10 reviews and a lot of movies coming off for Sankranti. So expect more episodes from us. As if you can't tell by Kata's background, if you're listening on audio, we're going to Guntur Kar. I think Avi's also going Thursday.
He
Yeah.
has to be
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
to.
I have to, bro. There's no way I can't. I have
yeah,
to
yeah.
go.
This yeah. Um,
Yes, the
I
super
remember
fans.
last time Sarkar Parta came out, Avi texted us all and like he got us get hyped for the movie. Then
Yeah.
after the movie, we all started roasting Avi.
Dude, I went to that in Paris. I was on vacation in Paris and went to it. And then
Yeah,
I was like, what did I just watch, man? Wasted like almost 3 hours of my life.
You watched The
yeah,
Whale.
yeah.
The whale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chapel for the beach. Dude, it was crazy.
Yeah, so we'll yeah, I guess so we'll review that and we'll let you guys know what we think. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure. All right. See you guys. Good talking to you.
see you.